Hello, and welcome to another stream of Pokemon Legends Arceus Live. My name is Ectric, and we are here in yet another stream where we will be once again doing some more shiny hunting. I hope you're excited for this. If you are and you've not yet liked the stream and subscribed to the channel, consider doing so so you can catch every single one of these as they come out. Regardless, though, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope all of you are having a wonderful weekend so far. I had a pretty great day, gotta be honest. I mean, it didn't start off amazing because I slept way late. I was only up until 3 in the morning last night. I can't imagine why I would be waking up at noon, but yeah, I ended up waking up at like noon. It took me like forever to get like ready in the morning and stuff like that. So by the time I was like actually starting my day, it was almost 2 o'clock, and I was gonna like put together a grocery list and go grocery shopping immediately. But my wife was playing Stardew Valley, and I was like, ooh. And she was like, "You want to join?" I was like, "Yes." And so we started playing, and then we kept playing, and we played some more, and then it was like dinner time, and I was like, I should probably go grocery shopping. So I went grocery shopping, and then uh, after that, came back, put the groceries away, and she was still playing, so I joined in again, and then we played, and then played and played and played, and then the game crashed, and it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, "This was a great day." But yeah, got to play basically got to play Stardew Valley pretty much all day, minus a quick trip to the grocery store and some food and stuff. But yeah, it was a fun time. We've been getting really into it again, which is nice. Um, Welcome to the stream, though, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Carlos, Pokefan, Pseudo Wudonk, for joining the stream before it even started. Good to have you here. Ash, thank you so much for joining in as it started, as well as Punning Man, Luigi, and Ellie. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in here. I'm here. Thank you so much. Sup, Georgina. Thanks, Punning Man. I have obtained new rivals main, and for once they aren't a support. Ooh, who is it? I'm starting to try and learn a tank, so I've started learning Venom. So far, not great, but that's okay. All right, cool. Magic. Magic doesn't really annoy me much as a support, but I'm sure as a tank they're probably really annoying. She's so much fun. Is that the one that like portals in and out of existence? But yeah, that was my day today. Also, I have decided that I'm going to make the ad breaks a regular thing on the stream. So maybe like once an hour or so, like that. We'll just take like a quick break. I'll throw on some shorts. I'll play the ad thing, and then we'll join right back in, so you don't miss anything. I'm really trying to find a way to start like getting the channel recommended again. I've been starting to post the shorts again, which has been nice, although it's been losing me subscribers for some reason, so that hasn't been feeling great. But I'm trying to get the channel recommended again and get it back in the algorithm and stuff like that. So I think that's one way to do it. Welcome to the stream, Dazzling. But yeah, that's the goal. So we're gonna do, not gonna be intrusive in that you're not gonna miss anything from the stream. It's just gonna happen periodically. Will you be shortsless the rest of the time? Yeah. Exclusively shortsless unless I'm playing shorts. I watch every short you post. Don't worry. Oh, thank you so much, Luigi. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, if you are kind enough to support the channel in that way, I'm super duper grateful. The shorts do pretty well, all things considered. I am constantly amazed by just how effective they are at getting eyeballs. But I can always be doing more. It's a little more than an hour away from being my most played. Really? That's crazy. Do you just like play a bunch of different characters, or have you like did you like stop playing for a while? Because I feel like that's crazy that in a day you've already gotten close to #1 hours. Unless you're talking about for this season specifically, in which case it makes a lot more sense. Saw the news. No, I don't watch Chugga Conroy, so I have no idea what's going on with that. Dazzling. I did see the news on the Switch too. I watched the direct. That's all time. I play a decent amount of variety. Okay, that makes sense then, because like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's still surprising. I am definitely not a variety player. I play pretty much one or two characters. My entire history is essentially the like maybe 8 or 9 hours I played as a Luna Snow main, and then before switching to Invisible Woman, and then like 15 hours with Invisible Woman, and then like an hour or two as a couple of different tanks that I tried out a couple times. Mantis is number 1 at 6.9 nice hours. Nice. Go over this way. Oh shoot! That I didn't start the program. I'll redeem that for you, Sudu Donk. Sorry about that. Copy that. I've only played 34 hours total. Interesting. I thought you would have played more, considering how much you are into like Overwatch and stuff like that. And this is just a better Overwatch. All right, there we go.
Whenever I'm feeling down after losing a battle, I just think, at least I've still got my shorts.
I like that. Alright. Those are the only two I could get. Or that I want to get, rather. No problem, Tudong. Sorry about that. I am constantly forgetting to start the program until someone posts it and it doesn't go through because it's not running. And I have not figured out a way to get it to automatically start when I start stream. Dun, dun. Sir Ralph, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It's been a bit. Hope you're doing well. Oh. Hope all of you are having a wonderful weekend, because I sure am. Been trying to hunt seal in Scarlet Violet, even have an outbreak, but dying. Dang. Yeah, honestly, I should go back to Scarlet Violet and do some hunts there. It's been a while since I've played that game. Ooh, Remoraid. We need that. We go for Remoraid. Are you trading extra shinies this stream? I could, if people would like. I feel like 34 hours is wrong. I've played over 200 games. That's probably just in battle. That probably doesn't include like downtime or anything like that. It's probably just like actively playing the game time. So if each match is like maybe like 10 minutes, that's 6 an hour. So if you got 30 hours, that 30 times 6 is 180, plus another 4 hours is another 24. Yeah, that's about 200 games. My eyes. For some union circles, I want to do show and tell. Probably not for that's probably not going to be the main reason I do it. Probably be for shiny hunting, but theoretically we could do some union circles. Maybe do some BP grinding and stuff like that. That could be fun. Your hat doesn't match your shirt. I mean, does it need to? I think Kirby would be a black ball. That's what I'm saying. Or he would absorb Asta and it'd be fine. Claim the on my last stream. Yes. Yes, I remember. Oh my god, hit it. Dude. I'm gonna run away. Why won't they get hit? They're like invincible. I can't hit them. No. I was gonna say, there's no way I'm about to get hit by that poison streak. That's ridiculous. A Black Clover shirt? Yeah. I'm wearing the Black Bulls logo. Really? Immediately? Really? It came around? I hate that. I hate that for me. Stop moving. Hit the fucking fish. This is the worst outbreak I've ever done. This is painful. Hit the fish. You're 2 feet in front of it. Holy shit. Did Brad fill you in on anything from Adventures? He gave an overview for the most part, but yeah, it seemed like it was a fun time. Hello from Australia. Welcome in, Hendrix. Appreciate you being here. I won't insult you by doing a poor version of your accent. There we go. Catch that one to sleep. We watch a lot of the same anime. Listen, I mean, Punning Man's the one that suggested it to me, actually. So, you got him to thank for me understanding Black Clover and being a fan. Enter battle with them? Yeah, I guess I could. It's just so much... I guess it's no more tedious than trying to catch them in the overworld. I just don't like going into battle, especially because my Pokemon right now are not, like, top tier. Get healed up again. Doing good, had a good dinner. Nice. Crunchy, welcome to the stream. Now, if you watch Dr. Stone, it'll start to get eerie. It is on my list, but I have not watched it. So, we're not there yet. All right. Let's get in here. Nice. Good. The bright side is they don't flee, so as many times as it takes to get them, I will eventually catch them. Oh my god. In about 20 years, I will finally have caught these Remoraid and not have gotten a shiny. I was going to, but since Crunchy said it, now I'm not. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ectric and Crunchy are challenged by Season 1 Squid Game champion Izzy and Season 2 Squid Game champion Ellie Williams.
That's nice. Thank God that was all of them. Honestly, I don't even care that I didn't get a shiny. I'm just glad it's over. I'm gonna go to bed now. All right, Crunchy, have a good night. Appreciate you being here. This isn't where I parked my car. Oh boy. My niche favorite is Don't Hurt Me, My Healer. It's like an anti-action comedy anime that makes fun of RPG-style stories. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I really liked, and this was a recommendation actually from people in chat, Bofuri, which is it's like mocking, or it's like a parody of like people who like min-max their characters in like MMO games and stuff like that. It's quite good. Don't Hurt Me, My Healer. Anti-action comedy. Yeah, I need to watch that. Anti-action sounds like right up my alley. I am a person who watches shonen whose least favorite part of shonen is the action. Ooh, artillery. I could use that. That's the one I actually need. I have a Remoraid. Worst twins ever. Who? No, what? Oh my god. Alright. No. Fine. Whatever. It's fine. I actually have both a shiny Remoraid and a shiny Mantis. Nice. Let's go. I do too. Just don't have a shiny artillery. This is not too bad. This is better than the Remoraid, at least. Oh god! No. Fly away, fly away. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. I watch a genre that's 97% action. My least favorite part is the action. Exactly. Like, it's still fine. Like, I still get hyped when some battles go on and stuff like that. But I'm much more in it for, like, the character interactions and stuff. Don't Hurt Me, My Healer basically refuses to let battles happen. That sounds perfect. That sounds literally perfect. I'm writing it down right now. I think I'm going to watch it after this stream. That sounds amazing. Alright, let's pull that up. There we go. Launch. Don't Hurt Me, My Healer on Crunchy. It's like being a bard in D&D. That's awesome. You just like airhead characters? I do like airhead characters. That is true. But that's because I'm an airhead. I mean, as a mentally ill person, um, they do be like me sometimes. Kind of like you'd enjoy slice of life anime more. I do enjoy slice of life anime. I very much enjoy. My Dress Up Darling is possibly my favorite anime. So yeah, like I definitely know that I like the slice of life anime. I think I like the tropes of some, notably some. Not I hate some of the tropes in shonen, but like some of the tropes in shonen I really do like, and I like those types of characters, and I don't think you get those as frequently in slice of life. Personally, I would love if you just took some of the most famous shonens and just made a slice of life. Why can't I say this? Slice of life spin-off. Slice of life. Slice of slice. All right, let's do this thing. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know. I will, for sure. Had to stop watching a shonen because my favorite character isn't in the season I'm on. Is it like JoJo's? I know that one has like a rotating cast type of stuff. I also don't know if that's shonen or not, but I feel like it is. My go-to genre is rom-coms, but I still never shut up about solo leveling. True. I still need to watch Solo Leveling as well. Really? Nothing? Nothing I need? There's so many fish that I still need to catch, and none of them are here. Ugh. Wasted berries. Really only enjoy one slice of life anime, and it's because it's very gay. Which one? Would you consider Your Lie in April slice of life? No, probably not, right? I don't know what it's considered, though. I've watched that one. Yuri on Ice? Interesting. I'll write that one down as well. Hunter x Hunter. Oh, okay. I've never seen that one. I've heard very good things, though. It's about figure skating gays. Ah, nice. All right. We try this one. Yeah, I haven't watched anime in a bit. No, I've been honestly I've been way too obsessed with Invincible lately. I've been watching like theory videos on that, and I've been watching people like reacting to it and stuff like that. I've been really into it, and it's been a ton of fun watching. If you have not watched it, I highly recommend. It is so good. It is gory, so I will warn you. There is if you're not into gore, it may be too much, but like the story around it is really good. Yeah, we got an unknown outbreak. Let's see if we can't get it. I need unknown and I need pedalo, so those are the two I'm going for. Alright, we use one of our handy dandy don't see me smell perfumes, and we're good to go. It was very convenient that they were all facing away from me. Oh, run away. I didn't want you anyway. Damn. Is that it? Well, it's about to be when it runs away. Or I catch it. No goal for me. Fair enough. Fair enough. It is a shame because I know that it is a turnoff for some people.
Chugga.
But it's really good.
No. Proton John. Kami. Nintendo Capri Sun. Ah.
I don't know what that is, but okay. The oh no really creeped me out too. I'm in the middle of three watches of show. I don't have time for something new. Fair enough, fair enough. If you do get time though, I cannot recommend it enough. Oh, my pastures are full. Fascinating. All right. I should probably go fix that. Going to a live stadium show of Dimension 20. Ooh! Must be watching that until July to try and catch up. Nice, nice. Do you know which ones they're going to be, like, doing? Because, like... Or actually, what are your favorites is probably a better question. Because I am a huge fan... Like, I love Fantasy High, obviously. That one's a classic. But I am also... I think, like, Misfits and Magic I love. Although I haven't seen the newest season, so I need to watch that. That was the one I got into it on. Then I watched Fantasy High. I love Star Trek Odyssey. That one's amazing. And then I liked the one with where they were all vampires. That one was pretty good. I wasn't like my favorite, but it was quite good. What are the other ones I've watched? Trying to think. I don't know. Those are like the ones that come to mind as like some of my favorites. Oh, Unsleeping City was pretty good. Although I've only seen the first season of that one. Quantum Quangle could be characters from any seasons. Oh yes, I've seen some clips of that. That's always so cool. Oops. I don't know if Invincible is my type of show. I mean, completely fair. If it's not your type of show, no, it's not your type of show. I'm just saying, I very much enjoy it and would highly recommend it to people who are looking for a new show and are willing to watch a little bit of gore. It's like one of the TTS was supposed to say game. Okay. No, stop. Go. Obviously, Dungeons and Drag Queens is one of my favorites, but love Fantasy High for sure and Miss Magic. Yeah. I don't think I've seen the Dungeons and Drag Queens one yet. I've seen a ton of clips of it, but I have not seen the whole campaign. That one's the one I need to watch. Okay, we get rid of that. And then tax fraud. We get rid of you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Okay. This is all completely full. So we go over here now.
I've been traumatized by gore since the year 2000. He, aren't I funny and topical?
Sure. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite shows I can't recommend to people because of how weird it is. I mean, to be fair, I can handle some weirdness. A little bit. Dog, my friend sent me a clip of the show with no warning. I haven't been the same since. Yeah, it's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, I think they probably showed you a video of like the twist in the first episode, which is like very specifically gory. I mean, there's a lot of there's gore strewn, a decent amount of gore strewn throughout, but it's not like gore for gore's sake. Oh no, that one's a shiny. All right, that one's shiny as well. We got rid of you. Wow, this box is pretty much full. That's crazy. You. Okay. And you and you, and you and you and you, and you and you. And then you and you. And you and you and you. And then we'll go and get you and you. And then these 5 guys. Have you watched Assassination Classroom? No, not yet. Ellie's been trying to get me to watch it for a while. I just haven't been up to date on my anime lately. Really, the problem is I got logged out on my phone, and I haven't gone and found the password yet for it. I know exactly where the password is. I just haven't like specifically gone and grabbed the password to like sign my phone back in. And I usually watch it on my phone. So okay, put you over here. Oh, never mind. I was like, why do I have a random shiny Lux right here? It's because it's an alpha. I'm saving my alpha shinies in case I want to do an alpha shiny living dex next. Because I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. Assassination Classroom's peak. Fair. Dandadan. Oh, you've told me about Dandadan. I can take the extra Yama off your hands. I mean, I'd be appreciative. It's not that one. That one was a gift from someone else. It is. Where was it? Was it over here? No. There it is. Okay. I knew it was somewhere around here. Okay, that one will go there. Because we're going to get rid of it soon. The Purple Army. Yes. Can't wait. Brad can't dance. Listen. Brad can do a lot of things. And he can certainly be enthusiastic. And I think that's good enough. Shelfadex would be wild. Yep, it would be. That would be like a 10 to 15 year project, I feel like. But, you know. Tax fraud box. Yep. That was, I think that was Crunchy's idea for some... I don't know why he wanted that, but it's there now. Forever. Right, let's work back over there. Get the rest of these Petalil. Been multiple streams. I think it's time to change the discussion bot top. Yeah, fair. Alright, here we go.
When was the last time you searched?
Last night I was looking for my 100-foot Ethernet cord because I want to run an Ethernet cord from this room here, where the router is, all the way across the house to our sunroom, where our like main TV is, because whenever we try to play the Switch in there, the internet is quite patchy, and very specifically if we're trying to play Just Dance, because that game has become microtransaction central, and all of the good songs are not in the actual game, but they're like downloadable extra content. You need to have the internet to be able to like access the songs that you want to play, and it takes half the time there's a connection error and it won't load the songs. So I want to make a direct connection to like get a wired connection for the Switch so that we can play those songs. 100 feet? Yeah. I originally had the cord because our router in my old apartment was downstairs in like the living room, and I wanted to have a wired connection for my computer for streaming. And rather than move the router upstairs and then have issues with, Wi-Fi getting downstairs, I just ran an Ethernet cord throughout the entirety of the apartment. I don't ask me why. It's just my solution to things. So I did that, and since the router is now in this room, obviously didn't need it for my computer, so it's just been kind of sitting around. But I found a new use for it. That's also why there's like some random boxes. You can't see them, but there's random boxes like everywhere because I had to pull out the boxes to be able to get to the hole in the floor that goes into the basement. I had to like, it's in the like back corner, and so I needed to get access to it. Pokemon Scarlet forced me to wait an entire hour to find a Porygon 2 from a Terror Den because I found one and it spawned in front of me. Oof. That sucks. Welcome to the stream, Arsky. Appreciate you coming in. Search for a bunch of kills and rivals today. Does that count? Sure. Why not? What was your last search? Yeah, that's a good follow-up question. Mine was Men's Velvet Cloak. Trying to start my look for the D20 show. Ah, nice. My most recent search was MC Ren. What is MC Ren? MC Ren D's nuts? You don't know what my last search was? Probably not. It's probably accurate. All right, Luigi, you want your Yanma? Oh my goodness. I'm a very tall dude and bald, so probably going for half work. Oh, nice. I am not that tall. And I'm only balding, so there you go. Hopping on? Alright. Sounds good. What items do I get in this again? I could get rare candies. But I'd only get 42, which is not that many. I'll share? Okay. How to legally commit arson. You writing a book or plotting a crime? Or not crime? Very specifically not a crime. 6'9". Damn, you're a foot taller than I am. Holy. I'm in? Alright. So we're going to do someone far away. Unless... No, yeah, someone far away. Yes, I know. The usual code. Storming here, so hopefully I don't disconnect. Yeah, we'll see. A book, let's go with that. Alright, you want Yanma. Offer up. Turtles. I like turtles. Brad likes turtles. He's the turly man. One of my buddies is a fan of turtles, and we play Rocket League very often, and we'd been playing for like probably at least a year at this point. And his username was like Turtleman 90 something or whatever. I don't know. And we were always like, oh yeah, he likes turtles. He made this forever ago. And one day I'm just like, we're playing and I'm looking and I'm like, wait a minute, you spelled turtle wrong. He's like, what? I was like, your username. It says Turleyman. He forgot the second T. He's had this name for years, decades at this point, and he never realized that he spelled turtle wrong. Oh my goodness. Can we name it first? Oh, right. Give me a minute. Forgot. What do you want me to name it? It was Kagame Len. Okay. The most recent search. Sonic, you got it. Cool. All right, let's try that again. Same code. Yep. All right. Name it A Bug's Life. Nah, Luigi's the one that wants it, so we're gonna name it whatever they want. Contrary to popular belief, I don't want to commit arson. Turns out there's no legal way to do that. I mean, I feel like the definition of arson is illegally setting something on fire. So like, I feel like definitionally, it's not possible to legally commit arson. All right. Can you get me a shiny Sudowoodo and name it A Bug's Life? Do I have a shiny Sudowoodo that I can trade? I might. Let me look. Let me look at my extra shinies box. Because I think I might actually have one. I'm not sure though. No problem. Happy to provide. Happy to have some box space reopened up. It's the criminal act of deliberately setting fire to property. There you go. Let me look real quick. I have 2 Bonsley, which you could turn into a Sudowoodo. I don't trade for shinies. Okay, fair enough. If you want it, it's there. There's 2 Bonsleys. But I'm the same way. I don't really I don't really want any traded shinies. A couple of people have wanted to trade them to me, and I have obviously graciously accepted them, but I don't count them towards my shiny living dex or anything like that. It's about the act of actually getting them myself for me. It's only illegal if I get caught. It depends on what your definition of illegal is, I guess. Want to apologize for being late and for not showing up lately. Just been stuff happening with IRL. Listen, Pokefan, you are always welcome here, but it's never required. I am grateful for whenever you're able to make it, but listen, life gets in the way. I stream really late. You don't have to apologize. I'm just grateful for whenever you are able to make it. Hope you're doing well. Hope nothing too crazy's been going on. All right, let's see. So we want you. We'll go for you because of the berries, and you because of the berries. And then the rest of this is not stuff I need. So, yeah. We'll do this one first. Bam. Let's go. I have no motive, so I won't be a suspect. Just want to be Apparently missed with the sticky glove there. All right, cool. Let's get this pedal up. I wanna be done with that line. I want. It's been so long since I've gotten a shiny that I actually need for my wedding decks. I feel like it's been months at this point. Granted, I haven't been shiny hunting regularly, so it's really been like maybe like 10 hours in game, but still, it's a long time. You know what? There we go. My last search was for Sonic plushies because I'm mentally unwell for that game lately. Fair enough. Oops. No, come on. Get it. Thank you. New board who does? Or is it just a tiny outbreak? Ugh! Hate that. I want my own shadow. Well, luckily, I think you already have one. Unless you're Evan Kelp. Really? I missed. Really? Why couldn't I get this many petalers? Alright. And we're done. Imagine having a shadow. Cringe. I am made entirely of light. Alright. Two beans. Alright, so... Oh! It is time for the first ad. I apologize if this is like a little bit cringy, but I am trying to start it as a thing, a regular thing, so we'll see how it goes. If it gets really annoying, maybe I'll stop doing it, but for now, this is the plan. So we're gonna do a quick break to do some ads, do some shorts. I will be back in a minute, so see you in there.
This is horrifying. I'm in danger. Oh, hello. Who are you? Hi there, friend. Are you the guy that keeps yelling at me because I fall off constantly? If so, F you. You're not my friend. Otherwise, hi, friend.
All right. I think we're back. They shouldn't be more than a minute of ads, so I'm going to say about a minute. We'll take about a minute break, and that'll be the procedure. We'll see how it goes. Let me know if you were still having ads before you came, and the shorts ended before you came back. Let me know. I don't really know how they work midstream and stuff like that, so we'll use this as a bit of a science experiment, let's say. All right, and my microphone is on. Okay, good. I don't know. I don't get ads. Yeah, I know. For those who did get ads, I had premium, so shorts only for me. There you go. Yeah. I think also members, regardless, are able to avoid the ads. So I think that is a way to get rid of the ads if you're really annoyed by the ads. Also, I did not see the Rivals Season 2 reveals. What are some highlights? Because I am quite excited. Also, when is the Rivals Season 2 happening? Okay. Sudodon, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Congratulations, Way Gaming. You now have access to custom emotes and don't have to listen to ads. Let's go. Let's get some hype in the chat for Sudodon. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure Way Gaming does too. Dipper, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. The new tank is Emma Stone and the support is Ultra. Support Ultra. Fascinating. Ooh, I might have to try that. And then Emma Stone's design is Damn. I might have to try that too. I don't know Emma Stone's move, like, powers. I'm not really familiar with Emma Stone as a character. Doodle, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Did I tell you I was in Dayton? Oh, in Dayton. I was like, I thought you said I was Drayton, like the character from Scarlet Violet, and I was like, no, you did not. I don't know what that means, but no, you did not. No, you told me you were in Ohio. You did not specify which city. Finally, a normal stream besides from Jackbox. Welcome to Stream Vortex. I mean, yeah, I guess Jackbox doesn't happen that often. I think that was the last stream was like the first time in over a month we had played Jackbox. So finally got Echoes of Wisdom. Nice. I still need to finish that. I've like basically 100%ed it, but I just haven't beaten the game. I should probably do that at some point. I was going to, and then I had like some problems when I had last schedule. I don't even remember why it didn't end up happening, but it didn't, and now we're here, and it still hasn't happened. Got some cool moves like awkward snort laugh and sarcastic. yeah. That's the only Emma Stone I know. We can make it not normal. Good times. Dipper's first major ship trip. Nice. She's an X-Men? Yeah, I'm not really familiar with the X-Men too much. All I know is Patrick Stewart and Ian McClellan and Hugh Jackman. And then a bunch of random shorts of this one guy breaking a tree with his laser vision. And then there's a lady who talks to him in his mind and he's kind of a dick to her and then she's a dick to him in return. And then I think they mentioned Storm at some point, who's annoying in Marvel Rivals. That's really all the extent of my knowledge. Oh, and Beast. I know Beast. And Quicksilver. Quicksilver I'm familiar with because of like Age of Ultron and stuff like that. And WandaVision. AKA Ralph Boner. X-Men 1 is Emma Frost. Oh, okay. Didn't realize how exhausting doing things is. Yeah, it can suck sometimes. For sure. Doing things is tiresome sometimes. That's why I do as little as possible. She can turn her skin reflective / invisible. Ah, interesting. I guess that makes some sense why they're a tank. Curious to see how it works out. The fact that I'm like learning a tank now might actually make sense for me to try like the new character as my main tank character. I don't know. We'll see. I'm a diagnosable dumbass. Oh, Emma Frost is the character. Okay. Cool. Just watch guard shows and eat out? Nice. Sounds fun. I'm a Marvel nerd? Nice. Diamond skin. Okay. That's pretty cool. So she'll probably have some sort of, like, Mr. Fantastic-esque invincibility ability if I had to take a wild stab at, like, moveset. She's a telepath. Okay, so she might have some telekinetic abilities as well. That could be interesting. Her ult is kind of cool. It's a massive range, low damage attack that forces anyone caught in it to walk towards her. Interesting. That could be real annoying for supports. I phased out of existence partway through both days. These things happen. Cool. Cool beans, cool beans. You can make enemies walk off a gap. Oh god, that's gonna suck. Jeff's ult all over again. Ay, ay, ay. Although I do have to say, I am a huge fan of As Invisible Woman using her like force push ability to yeet people off the edge of a map. I do really enjoy whenever that's a capability, because especially as like a support, having the ability to yeet people off is quite fun. Although I suppose Jeff is the same way. About a third, I'd say. Oh, okay. Right. We got no shiny so far. What is this nonsense? Also, no, starting season 3, they're going to add a new character every single month. That's a bold release schedule. Holy crap. Is Nightcrawler in Rivals? Not currently. My message glitched earlier, but to answer your question, Ectric, things happen in the best. My mom's best friend passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't completely understand what you're going through, but I also recently had a death in the family and stuff like that, and you know, especially when your parents, best friends and stuff like that, they're basically unofficial aunts and uncles a lot of the time. So, I definitely I understand, you know, losing someone close, and it's never good, and you know, the mourning process, it works in mysterious ways. So I hope that, you know, you're doing all right, all things considered, and hopefully, you know, we can take your mind off things at the very least. Nightcrawlers and Rivals, but probably will be in the future. Yeah, I could imagine that. Give my man some shinies. I know, seriously. Didn't mean to do that. Cool. Hey, Lavington, look at my shiny Avalog. Bet you wish you were me. Freaking nerd in your Canadian hat. New character every month means I might actually get Gwenpool in the game. I'm on this high level of copium. Never say never. Also, like, once a month, that's gonna be hell to try and figure out, like, the meta of the game. I hope that like, doesn't mean that they're gonna be releasing a bunch of, like, really, broken characters, constantly, and having to constantly fix them. Lost family members, but no one particularly close besides pets. Yeah. I until very recently was able to say that as well, so. Been rough, but I'm more worried about my mom's mental state, and maybe because usually when someone dies, try to not think about it, numb the pain. Yeah, I mean, And I mean, especially because you know it's her best friend, so I definitely also, you know, my thoughts are with your mom, and especially, and yeah, just hope that you're able to remember the good times and know that you have people who care about you nearby. Let's do one of these. Also, like Mystique, if she can disguise herself as an ally of the other team. Oh, that could be annoying and fun. Yeah, I kind of like that. I feel like that'd be a fun character design, even though it would suck to deal with. Oh, thank goodness the alpha got caught.
Whew. Hard mode is no joke, especially that first stage of Area 4 after the second checkpoint. But there's no checkpoints in hard mode.
Oh, God. Shoot. They're all gonna catch me. This is gonna be painful. Son of a gun. Okay, there we go. Please stay in the ball. Yeah. Oh my God. There's so much going on at once. No, move. Crap. Let me go. Alright, this is fine. Everything's fine. Oh my goodness. Oh, people are joining in. Sorry. Missing chats and stuff. I played Marvel Rivals, but I didn't like Pokemon Unite, so I don't think I can get into it. Different type of game. It's not like a Dota or a League of Legends. It's more like an Overwatch. So it's a different game style. I'm also not a big fan of that kind of gameplay. So friendly fire, so just shoot at every Mystique you see. True. Was fully expecting the Alpha Rotom to stick around. Yeah, so was I. Yep, there they are. I went Tropical Freeze. Got you, Dazzling. Dude, we're gonna go to bed? Alright, have a good night. Should appear to be a character that is already in use on the other team, and the only way to tell would be to try friendly fire at your teammates. Yeah, that's true. What are y'all's thoughts on Switch 2? I'm planning on not buying it. Screw those damn prices, and I can emulate on my Steam Deck eventually for like $0. I'm planning on getting it. I'm a content creator. I'm going to be doing, you know, Nintendo stuff. I want the extra storage for my Switch games. It makes sense to me. It does suck that the prices are high, though. Still be an easy counter with any auto aim character. They just immediately lock on. True. What could be interesting is it's similar to like Invisible Woman, where you cannot, similar to how you can't see Invisible Woman until they do an attack. If you couldn't actually do damage to them until after they attacked you first, so they were completely indistinguishable. Love X-Men, want as many of them as possible. True, true. Magneto's already in the game, so and he's pretty good tank. He's a good solo tank from what I've heard. Used to acknowledge the existence of Switch 2. I mean, fair enough. I have a cat I need to feed. Yeah. Be super imbalanced. I mean, fair. Alright. U equals the fish. Those Alpha Rotom are the singles. Yeah, they were bullying me a bit. You. Ah, that's not me. Cool, and then one more. Mystique can only really do an unarmed though. Yeah, I feel like they would be almost like a Black Panther, where their main goal is to like infiltrate your backlines and pester the supports. So maybe the way to make them a little bit nerfed is that they just don't do as much damage. So their ult is not as powerful. I don't know. I am not a game designer, so I don't know how balancing movesets works. Rude. Really? Hadn't seen any play of him in my times watching. Good to know. Yeah. He's one of the better tanks out there. A TF2 spy type character. I've not played TF2, so I could not. Actually, I might have played it like once, back in like high school. But I don't remember anything about it. Not super familiar with all the X-Men, so I'm gonna just go by the wiki. Listed X-Men in the game are Emma Frost, Namor, Psylocke, Storm, Magic, Magneto, and Wolverine. Yeah, Wolverine's annoying to face against. I'm honestly surprised more people don't play as Wolverine. I don't see him that often, considering how annoying he is to deal with at times. Got a new bag for my electronics. Got it for $10. Nice. GG's there. Still excited for Zato, so that's positive, and don't gotta get a new console to play it. True. I am excited to play the new Mario Kart game. That I'm excited to play. I think I'm going to get the bundle so that I can get it for cheap. I hate Loki more. Loki doesn't really annoy me that much. Like, obviously, a good Loki is like really painful, but it's not painful in a way that like is inevitably frustrating to me playing. Like, a good Loki, you're just losing, but it's not necessarily like you're sitting there watching Loki be the one to cause you issues. It's mostly just that like no one is dying on their team. You're just taking a bunch of chip damage, and then their DPS are being able to snipe those kills really easily. Like, Loki is a really good, like, a true support in that if you're playing as him really well, you are providing a ton of support for everyone else to shine. But you don't necessarily get that annoying like moment of, oh my god, this guy keeps killing me type of stuff, or this guy is causing me trouble. His heal pulls, yeah, his heal pulls are annoying, but I don't know. Maybe I just haven't faced enough really good Lokis yet. But I don't find him particularly annoying myself. How long until Jean Grey? I don't know. That could be fun. Gonna log off for the night? All right, Luigi, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the armor. No problem. When I'm on Magic, I'm still close to either focus the pulls, take damage from all the clones and him, or focus him and do literally no damage. That's also true. I'm not a DPS player, so whenever there is a time, I cannot believe this is the second MMO in a row where there is no fish encounters that I need. But yeah, I don't play DPS characters, so I'm not the one that has to necessarily be doing the actual killing of Loki most of the time, so maybe that's part of the reason I don't find them annoying. Did I already bring up Silk Song to you? You did. Lucy, welcome to the stream. Are you actually getting the Switch 2? Yes, I plan on getting the Switch 2. Swear to God, if this is the shiny I end up getting. I have like 30 of these. Please don't let this be the shiny I end up getting. Shiny Starly, I think I have like 5 of them. Yeah, I've got like 7 or 8. I don't need another Shiny Starly. Yeah, everyone was like, yeah, this seems like the moment where the shiny comes in. The least entertaining shiny I could possibly get, aside from a Shinx or a Bidoof. I spend half my cooldowns initiating my dive, so I can't get out that easy. Fair, fair. I'm excited for when I get my Switch 2, possibly Mario Kart World, Starcrossed World, and Silk Song. Nice. The only time I'm okay with fighting him was when I have ult, because one Dark Child portal spin destroys the poles. Gotcha. How many people here are getting the Switch 2? This is gonna suck with those smoke rods. Let me get rid of that first. Oh my god. If you're gonna run away, run away. Well, no shinies. I might go play something. Gonna probably alert. So, sounds good, Pokefan. There's no different content between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 versions of PLZA. I won't be getting the 2 for a while. Fair enough. Fair enough. There's some games that I would like to play, and also, honestly, mostly the reason I want to get it at this point is because it has 256 gigs of storage, and my Switch SD port is absolute garbage. So, in order to be able to play have multiple games on my Switch, I have to constantly archive and unarchive because I don't really have access to external storage, and 16 gigs is just not enough. So, that's the big draw for me at this point. That and faster like upload times. I'm not getting the Switch 2 at all. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't want to pay $530 just to play Mario Kart. I mean, if you do the bundle, it's $500, but point taken. That doesn't really make it much better. I'm gonna break from Pokemon Cafe Remix until the latest event with Team Crunch ends on Thursday night. Okay, I've never played that game before. Every single time there's a Pokemon Direct, there's some sort of update for it. So obviously there's a player base for it. I just have never played it. Never really had much of an interest in playing it myself. Having to get a whole new SD card. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's whatever for me. I don't really care. The SD card that I already have doesn't work for my work well for my Switch anyway. So what am I doing? I want to go here. New Mario Kart actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited to do like open world stuff. I just want to drive around. I can get some berries. And then there are no shinies that I actually want, so that sucks. The fact they didn't call it the Switcheroo also makes it worth less to me. That would have been a great name. Yeah, I Switch 2 is not a great name in my opinion, but whatever. I'm mostly just looking at it as like a phone upgrade. I was talking about this with my buddies. Like, it's not going to be. I'm not looking at it as some like mind breaking, incredible new system that's going to change the game or anything like that. I'm basically looking at it as okay. This is going to be a larger purchase for me, but I'm going to get some quality of life upgrades that are helpful for content creation and helpful for just my everyday gaming experience. And there's backwards compatibility. It's just basically going to replace my Switch for the most part. I only want the Switch 2 for better Zelda and Pokemon. Yeah. At this point, it's mostly just for the upgrades around the system rather than a huge number of new games. And I'm sure they're going to announce more games. Also, the new DK game looks really good as well. I want to play that. Switch 2 was cheaper, then maybe I could get it, but $500 for a bundle is a bit too steep for my liking. Yeah, and honestly, it's been more and more common a talking point at this point, and I kind of hope that the fact that so many people are saying, yeah, I can't do this, makes them think twice and actually lower the price. It has been enough people that I've seen say that it is possible that they're going to not sell very well, and they're going to become cheaper. I hope that's the case. I really hope that's the case for like new games coming out and they don't make 80 the new norm, because that is atrocious. It's going to be a free performance update for Scarlet Violet on Switch 2 to make them actually half decent. I hope so. Spent like $700 on a Steam Deck, which I'm able to mod my games on, so I don't really want to give that up. Fair enough. Fair enough. Feedback has just been a wall of lower the price. Yeah. I'm hoping that they heed that those requests. We might get 7 frames in the lake and stuff. Yeah. It is really a shame how poorly optimized that game is, because I did love the story. I loved a lot of the characters. Like, the game itself was wonderful. It's just unplayable at times and really takes away from the experience, coming back to it. Like, I literally don't go to the lake because of how bad bad the game performs there. I never go there, and I never enjoy going there because it is just so unbearable to like see. Like I avoid an entire area of the map because of how poorly optimized the game is. Like that at that point it's bad. Like I don't care about graphics that much. I'm perfectly fine with you know, the more cartoony versions. I don't need it like photorealistic or anything like that. 4K doesn't matter. Like all of that stuff, I don't really care about. I'm my eyesight isn't good enough to really notice the difference anyway. But when it starts impacting the gameplay, that's when I really get frustrated. Pokemon really needs to step up the graphics game. Yeah, they just need to make it so that it actually functions. The upgrades were free for the games like they were on 3DS, then maybe, but how much more do we have to pay? Yeah, that's the other thing I'm nervous about is how much the upgrades to like Switch 2 edition are going to be. Because that's a lot of money as well. Alright, let's see. Can I make some cinnamon rolls? Ooh. I might make some biscuits tonight. I really want to have some biscuits. The ZA graphics on the Switch 2 version look pretty decent, so maybe it's a step in the right direction. I'm hoping so. Honestly, I don't know why they went away from the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee graphics. Those were beautiful. I loved those graphics. That is the best 3D Pokemon has ever looked, and I don't know why they haven't just reused that engine. Like it looks so good. Like it's obviously it's not like, you know, Breath of the Wild beautiful or like you know, a Last of Us or whatever. Like it's not like the top tier of top tier, but for what Pokemon is, it's perfect. My seal outbreak was like 5 FPS earlier. Yeah, it's rough. I don't know why I keep going to Laventon like I'm gonna leave right after entering in. I need to admit the graphics of Legends Arceus reminded me of a Roblox game. Or certain Roblox games in general. It's mostly the terrain and water. Yeah, honestly, like, it's not the best. It could be better. I kind of like that it's stylized. Like, I feel like if they had, like, leaned into the fact that it almost looks like one of those, like, ancient Japanese paintings, I think that it would look better. Like, even if it was, like, lower FPS, you know, quote-unquote, worse quality, if it was stylized, I would be much more willing to accept some of the things in this game. It's the fact that it didn't lean totally into that it kind of takes away from me.
This is Todd Howard, creator of all your favorite games prior to 2015. We're happy to announce for a limited time Skyrim for Switch 2. Please give us more money. Please. Ooh.
That's funny. Good old Todd Howard. Do you watch that's a dumb question. You probably just are a fan of Skyrim, but I was gonna say Spiffing Brit always talks about Todd Howard and stuff like that. So that's what I think of whenever I hear about Todd Howard. Alright, still no shiny Bergmite, which sucks. You know, if they had brought in the Sevi Islands to the Let's Go games or Pokemon game in the future, what would you want to see? You mean like what would I want to see in the Sevi Islands specifically? I'm not really. I never really played Black or not Black, Fire Red and Leaf Green all that much, so I didn't like explore it as much. So I'm not as familiar with the Sevi Islands and stuff like that. Now I gotta know if someone managed to recreate the train of Legends Arceus in Roblox. No idea. It's gonna be a re-release of Skyrim for $80, probably. That sounds like something they'd do. No reason Scarlet Violet couldn't run at a stable 30 FPS. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom both look infinitely better and more stable. Yeah. It just, I think the game was just about a year underbaked. I think they probably needed another year of development time, and because of Pokemon's like rapid release schedule, they released it early, and Nintendo doesn't do massive, sweeping post-game updates that will completely revamp the game. So it's just like that now. When I emulate Tears of the Kingdom just so I can get the Wolf Link mod. Good old Twilight Princess Wolf Link. Alright. Oh, wow, it's way over there. I was like, where the heck is it? Alright, so this is going to be one of the quickest outbreaks ever because they're all going to run away immediately. But we'll see if we can finally get a shiny. Could you not fall down? Thank you. Alright. Good. I caught a surprising number of them, to be honest. No shinies, but that's okay. Mod that turns Link you play into as anthropomorphic Wolf Link. Ah, interesting. Tears of the Kingdom does get DLC. Perhaps it could have a proper 3D dungeon, like back in the days of Ocarina of Time. A 3D dungeon. Oh, so you're saying like a dungeon, but like it's obviously 3D. So like taking the idea of like a traditional dungeon and putting it in a 3D game. That could be fun. Need to slow the release schedule. It'll suck to have less content, but the content we do get would be so much better. Keep us around longer. Honestly, I think they're already starting to do that. Like obviously Zaha has been is not coming out until later this year, and the last game they released was Scarlet Violet, right? Like the DLC, but still, it was Scarlet Violet is the last like mainline game. So the last release of Scarlet Violet's DLC was late 2023, I think. So it's almost 2 years since the last Pokemon, which is better. I'm perfectly willing to sacrifice some sacrifice time waiting for the new game if it means it's going to be a better product in the end. I'm perfectly fine with that. Lack of an equivalent for DAs in Scarlet Violet is the biggest killer for me. To be able to get like the legends and stuff like that. Yeah, that could have been fun if they could find a way to do that. Maybe like have like a pit in the Area Zero where like legends from like all different timelines pop up and stuff like that, and you can just like basically almost do like a recreated run through like the puzzles leading up to each of the legends. That could have been cool. But alas, earwax. Stop myself from going on a massive uncontrollable rant. New discussion about topic? Sure. Why not?
Would you rather search 10 surgeries or comfort 10 paintings? Why?
Comfort 10 paintings. It seems easier. The mod is actually pretty well made. It's got expressions, different customization options, and also adapted clothing. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've never heard of it, so. A battling hunting group adventure. Yeah. I mean, the Union Circles and, like, the BP grinding was fun, but I feel like everyone got enough points to get all of the things they wanted to spend with BP, and then after that it was, like, pointless. And they were really just, like, chores at the end of the day, so. We got something like that for Paradox Legends for DLC 2. Did we? I don't remember anything like that. The Mona Lisa looks inconsolable. I don't like seeing surgery, so not that. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not a fan of needles. Don't want to see that. Inside of people, icky. Don't like it. Versian, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. Hunting Palkia and Platinum stuff. Oh, well, I wish you continued luck. Well, I guess a lack of continuance of your not luck. I hope you get it. Don't know what I'm saying. That's what I mean, though. What can I find in the surgeries? Prizes? I mean, if you cut someone open, I'm sure there's something in there that's interesting to see. Did get to hunt for many of the old legends in Paldea. Some hints threw me off. Oh, you mean like the random legendaries that were just sitting around in the overworld? I see. Yeah, I guess that technically happened, but it's not nearly as like much of an adventure as the DAs were in Sword and Shield. Hopefully it's a new skin. You can either choose to get a new boat or the mystery box. Choose the boat. But what about the box? It could be anything. It could even be a new boat. Probably search surgeries just to see if there's any tumors. I mean, I don't know how that helps you. Although, I guess consoling paintings doesn't really help you either, so fair enough. Wasn't much challenge to just going to the place and catching a legendary. Yeah. I didn't even do the legendary quests in Scarlet Violet. Honestly, I should go back and like actually fill out the living decks for like the full DLCs and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't think I even finished the living decks of the main one. I think I definitely got the Pokédex filled out, but I don't think I ended up finishing my living decks. Yeah, I did not complete that game nearly as much as I've completed this one. And I probably should, because I did enjoy that game. And I like completing Pokemon games. The main thing is, in that game, though, is there's so many different Pokemon, and there's still only 32 boxes. Like, this game has 32 boxes, and that is enough to allow me to have 3 full living dexes, and some boxes to spare to be able to, like, have extras for when I catch Pokemon. It like, I would obviously take more, but it's enough for this dex. This dex has 240 Pokemon. The Scarlet Violet games have, what, like 500, 600 Pokemon you can obtain in that game? And there's still only 32 boxes? It's just not enough. My luck has been insane in last few months, so I'm staying here till Safari Week, till I hunt in Heart Gold for the event. Ooh. Well, I hope you continue your luck. I did a few, then got bored. Yeah. I thought the Ice Horse was at the Snow Ruins south of Fairy Base. Thought the Ghost Horse was at one of the ruins near the Fighting Base. Yeah, I have no idea where they actually are, so... Like I said, I didn't do any of the legendary encounters. $800 in Scarlet Violet with both DLC. Roughly 800, technically more. Yeah, even more so. 32 boxes times 30. It's, what, 900 plus... 960 slots open total. So, if you want to get a living dex of your thing, you have enough for 1 and then 160 slots for any extra Pokemon that you're catching in the process. That is not enough. And if you want to do a shiny dex as well, then you're just screwed. You cannot use the actual game storage. And it's an arbitrary number at this point, because like the storage in the game, it doesn't cost that much, like in terms of like actually keeping the memory for those Pokemon. I don't know why they keep it at 32. Like even just doubling it to 64 would do so much. Would do Great Marsh, but my Heart Gold Safari Zone is insane. At least till I own more than one DS again. Yeah, I haven't done the like Safari Zones and stuff like that in the old games in forever. Other than like whenever I do in those, like I'll get like one encounter maybe, but it's been forever since I've actually like gone through and tried to like find different Pokemon and such. Oop, no, I don't want to fight this one. Legendaries and non-Paldea starters aren't in any decks. Oh. Yeah, that's weird.
Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, more like Pokemon. Storage Hunter Simulator.
Good times. I love that game. That game is so much fun. I am a little sad that I'm running out of stuff to do in it. Because I really enjoyed the grind in that game for a while, but now it's just kind of arbitrary. But yeah, I do really enjoy that game. Maybe I'll do a fresh playthrough and try to build up a new character to becoming champion of Pawn. Turns out both of them were at some ruins on a map. Oh, okay. Might be less. I don't know how many Paldea Dex Pokemon are in the DLC Dexes. Yeah, and like the other thing is like the DLC Dexes have like duplicates of the original Paldea Dex, and that's I feel obligated to have a living dex for each one, which means I have to get duplicates of the same Pokemon. And do I count ones that I caught not in the DLC area? It's just like it's a frustrating situation for me as someone who likes to have a living dex of every dex that they do. The game is not conducive to that kind of gameplay. And it seems like their whole mantra of gotta catch them all, it's a fairly obvious way, obvious step two of that kind of mindset that you're trying to inspire in your players. You know what game I love? Celeste, play it. I'm going to bring this up every chance I get until the stream happens. I mean, I have the game. I think it's downloaded. Next time I do a one and done, I'll make it that one. I need to figure out what I want to do for next week's schedule. I think I want to do one more Movies Play Pokemon so that I can at least have beaten Brock. And then I also want to do Get to Work because I think I get possible. So you can burn down the house of that lady who always waits until the last second to build. Is that an achievement? Honestly, there are a few of them like that, and I get pissed at every single one of them, and I wish. Honestly, what I do wish is, I wish that I could first of all, I wish I could see the, like, total earnings of whatever bids that I lose. Like, if I were to lose an auction, I want to see how much money I could have made off of that and whether I made the right decision or not. And more importantly, I want to see, I want to raise the price. And if some asshole is constantly upbidding me, I want to be able to see them lose money on the situation. And I want to see them, like, homeless later. No, not really. Not that. That's too far. But, like, I want them to no longer be in the bids for a while because they lost money and they are no longer able to effectively bid. I want them to have consequences for being a dick. Unfortunately, I don't get to see that, and I just have to deal with them making me lose money.
Which is more hidden in Mario 64. A red coin and the stairs to the final pipe, or a hidden star awarded by going down a slide fast enough.
Hidden star awarded by going down a slide fast enough, or a red coin in the stairs. The red coin. That's more hidden, I would say. All right, go there. And I don't know if it was just me, but the stream just lagged and I missed your entire schedule plan. Oh, whoops. Well, it says I have excellent connection now. Did I drop any? I don't have the. Oh, that's drop frames. So yeah, I didn't drop any frames, so I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it was a YouTube thing. I don't know. But I was just saying that Get to Work and Movies Play Pokemon are like 2, and then Baldur's Gate is 3, and then I usually only stream like 4 times a week, so that only leaves one more slot open for a one and done. Hide your body in a big No, that's where I sleep. Bold of you to assume the movies will get Brock in one stream. I mean, all we have... Yeah, we have to get through Viridian. Never mind, you're right. We have to get through the forest. I forgot about that. You're right, that's probably not going to happen next stream. Well, I want to make a video out of those streams, so I want to have some sort of, like, resolution to the story at the very least before I make that video. All right. The rest of the bidders are Nepo babies. Yeah, that's what I think. They all are using, you know, mommy and daddy's credit cards. Lag for me too? Ah, weird. I don't know. I request a change in the question. Sure. We can do another discussion about topic.
If your lemon could search, what would it fire?
Better? Oh my goodness. Also, thank you so much for 12 likes. We hit the like goal, everyone. I really appreciate that. All right. We do this one because there's more chances of Pokemon that I need. Also, I haven't even gotten like a duplicate shiny at this point. This is ridiculous. I've been going for almost 2 hours. Now, this is a truly excellent question. There you go. Perfect.
Or, how about crashing into a corner of a wall? Or collecting 100 on a map with lots of ways to fall? All the way down.
Crashing into a corner. I don't need any of this. That sucks. It would fire lemonades. Yeah, that makes sense. Because when life gives you lemons, you fire lemonade at it. There we go. It would fire me for being a terrible boss. Just sleep and play games all day. I'm never in the office. I mean, it happens. Honestly, that's the best kind of boss. They're not micromanaging you. It's great. Pull the pin out of a lemon. All right. We could go for purple at the very least. And go for this for the berries. Okay. Sure. We'll go for the purple first because we're closer. I've realized a new goal in life. What's that? Switching over to PLA for Shiny Race. I mean, honestly, yeah, perfectly fair. I might as well have just started now. for all the good the last 2 hours have done. Excuse me. Have you considered that maybe you should stay in the ball instead? Horde. If it was alphas, I would have gone for them, but we don't need that, and those are not purples. Is this the whammy shack? I don't know what the whammy shack is, so I don't know. It's generally all I do all week. I had the past week of work because we had nothing to do. I mean, honestly, kind of nice when you don't have anything to do at work and you have like an excuse to just kind of slack off. It's great. Getting paid to do nothing. It's wonderful. Since it seems we're getting Silksong this year, it should look into starting a movement to get Ectric to play Hollow Knight. I don't really know that I would like it, but maybe. It'll only cost Ectric $15. It's I don't know. Seems like the kind of game that I will get stressed about. Because I am fully willing to admit that I am bad at 2D platforms. These berries. But, yeah. I didn't slack at work, I slacked at home. Oh, that's less fun. I mean, it's still fun, but like you're not getting paid at that point. Although that does mean you can actually like do fun things while slacking off rather than doing nothing. Wouldn't call Hollow Knight stressful. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen enough gameplay to truly gauge how I would react to the game, but it is not in the like wheelhouse of games that I like seek out on my own. Hollow Knight can be stressful if you go for 112%. I don't know. Also, I don't like that this analog stick is starting to drift. Alright, turn to the village.
Unless you
Platforming in
try
general.
your hand at one of the tough fights, including the DLC
Sorry.
that Hollow Knight got in store.
I'll stop talking. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, I platforming in general is my gig. Yeah, I enjoy some 3D platformers and stuff like that. Like I love Mario Odyssey and stuff like that. Really, it's mostly the case where if it's a low penalty for dying, I'm fine with it. But if it's like a high penalty for dying, it stresses me out to no end. So that's kind of the difference for me. If you're like if it doesn't really cost anything to just bash your head against a wall in the game, then that's fine. But if it's like Faustian games where if you make one mistake, you fall really far down, those ones stress me out a ton because I you know, obviously find those I find making a mistake painful. But if it's very, very low key and just like, yeah, if you die, you just spawn right back in again and you can go try again real quick, then I don't mind something that, you know, something that would require like 2D platforming or something like that. You don't permanently lose anything if you die. I don't know. Maybe I'll look at more gameplay of it and see if I actually... to see what I think of it. It's been a while since I've seen anything about it, and I think the last time I watched it was when Wizabelle was doing a 24-hour stream and playing it, but her internet connection was not great, so it was more like me watching a slideshow of her playing Hollow Knight. So I think that was the last time I watched it. And that was a few years ago, so. Alright. Folks tried Ascended, Malkoff, and GH. Guitar Hero? No. Only thing you can lose permanently is your money if you die twice in a row before you can kill your shade. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound bad, but I don't remember enough about the gameplay. Regardless, I don't want to spend money on it right now, so not for a while at the very least. I've got way too many games to play. All right, let's see. Right, I'm leaving. I can't believe I haven't gotten a single shiny in 2 hours. Do I need to spend money on you again? You do not. Even if you were to get it for me, which please do not feel obligated to do so, I still wouldn't play it for a while. So I've got way too many games on my docket, so it would fall to the wayside a bit anyway. So don't feel obligated. All right, let's see. Cool. We go here. So unlockable mode where dying means game over. One chance to get one of the main innings. Gotcha. Please give me some fishing encounters. And give me a shiny. Give me a shiny I need. I'll take, at this point, one. Just give me one that I need. Not a duplicate, not zero. Just give me one. I got 2 encounters that I need. Give me a shiny in one of them. That's all I'm asking. I don't care which. Both of them work. So unlocked after you beat the game. Gotcha. That makes sense. Like a challenge mode after you beat it the first time for replayability. That makes sense. I still need to play Kingdom Hearts. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts. And that one's one that I feel like a lot of people would love to see me play. Damn. Alright. Nothing doing there. Fine. It's going to be a shiny quillfish. And we'll finish off that line. It'll be great. Go. Just got a shiny top. Oh, nice. GG's, you're already beating me. Not making you do permadeath. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I may be a bitch, but I have standards. Fair enough. I feel like it wouldn't be fun to watch. You'd just be watching the first few minutes of the game over and over again. I feel like at a certain point that would be not fun to watch. Should just give you my game catalog, because 90% of his games I've recommended or are already on your list. Fair enough, fair enough. Got we're making a video about whether someone can get the true ending in Hollow Knight and get a refund. I'm not sure what that means. Beat the game with true ending quick enough that they can still get a refund afterwards because they can return it in time. Did they turn off the shinies in the game for me? Is that like one of the settings? Did I accidentally trigger that setting? the ball. Dude. Fuck off. Rehort. Alpha. No. Just regular quillfish. Or alpha quills. Which I don't need. Oh well. You're underestimating how fun the Maulock was, and that was the first few minutes over again. True, but at the very least with that, it's, first of all, different randomized Pokemon, and second of all, the rules make it different. This would just be a playthrough of the exact same game over and over again. Like, with no vanilla playthrough of the game, and every time I die, I have to start over. I don't know. Maybe I'm underestimating how much people enjoy the first 5 minutes of Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's new toughest ending is DLC exclusive, and there's 2 slight variations for a part of it. Gotcha. DLC is free as well, so packed into the main game. Nice. We stand a non-exploitative game developer. Nothing but love for Hollow Knight fans, but I probably wouldn't watch it being played. Yeah, and that's completely fair. Like, there are certain games that people are just not going to be interested in, and I am more of a variety streamer, so these things happen. You know. The Maulock was just, I bully you, this serious, true. I got dropped so fast. It was really because of the technological difficulties. I think that I probably can bring it back with the new code that I have and be able to get it to work better. That was really the only reason, was that it kept making my OBS actually have legitimate issues and lose data, which is why I stopped. Every time I used the scripts to be able to do the card flips and stuff like that, it would make it so that it wouldn't remember the changes I made to scenes, which is bad. Trust your taste in games. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I get a lot of my game recommendations from a few different YouTubers that I watch. And then, obviously, supplemented with people, with games that chat has recommended. Finally had a run going, too, after I went easy on you. True, true. Although I did have to fight every single trainer, I think, was the rule set. But we got another chance at Quillfish. You could also get a Togetic, although those are really annoying to catch. And then we got some berry encounters. I believe the DLC are Lifeblood, the Grim Troop, Hidden Dreams, and Gods and Glory. Cool. Variety stream when possibly tomorrow. I'm probably going to do Get to Work tomorrow. But maybe next week. If not, then the week after that for sure. You just fly away. You're gonna be a dick. Just fly away. Good. Good riddance. Alright. Just fly away. Oh, there's another one. There it is. Made it so my rules wouldn't auto end a run because of bad luck. Fair, fair. I did appreciate that. It made it easier to get farther. Remember one game you wouldn't expect to play? Watch Dogs? I don't think I've ever heard that game. Oh, I'm getting low on Pokeballs. Buy more. Bunch of guava berries. You love to see it. And bam. Watch Dogs is one of the great games from Ubisoft, so Ubisoft turned mediocre. Gotcha. Yeah, Ubisoft is one that does Just Dance, and they turned it into Spotify with a bunch of... you have to buy all the good songs. And they make you, like, create an account online to be able to play the game, which is also really annoying. Please give me a shiny. Shiny. New horde. And it's overclose. Once again, I already have a shiny overglow. I don't need a shiny overglow. Darn it. Did you guys end up beating Gortash yet? No. Yes. Or last stream we did Answer. And then we were starting to like explore other... Oh yeah, we did Answer, and then we also fought a bunch of the Flaming Fist in like the prison area because we had angered Gortash. But we're planning on taking on that quest next. Which will be interesting because I never did that in my other playthrough. We ended up trying to befriend Gortash in that playthrough. Sick Kirby hat? Oh, thank you so much, Junie. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I got this at an anime convention, actually. Back in July of last year. I love my Kirby hat. Honestly, I love going to that anime convention. It's so much fun. There's so many good shops and stuff like that. I basically allow myself, like, okay, you have a budget of like a couple $100. Just get fun stuff. Make sure you get fun stuff for your wife and your dog as well. And then you'll just, you know, that's you just got some fun stuff that you're going to be able to use on stream and such. And I use this. I got a bunch of fun D&D dice for whenever I eventually play D&D. I got like these metal ones that are purple and yellow. I don't know if you can see them. Yep. And then I also got a dice tray that said Spaceballs, the dice tray. And then there's some other stuff in the background that I also got there. GTA with hacking, that's the simplest way I can put it, is such a curveball. Like GTA 6? I don't know what you're talking about. I like variety in my channels. Hey, that's me. Alright, let's go leave again. I hate how many quests have to be completed before Gortash. Not have to, but that end immediately on beating him. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Like, they narratively want you to face him last. But it is kind of lame that they a bit railroad you there. Like, obviously the game doesn't railroad you. It is very, very good at not doing that for the most part. Um, but that does seem like one area where they're like, we want you to do it this way. Oh, you were talking about Watch Dogs, Ellie. Okay, I see, I see. So, a Doug stream. So we'll buy some Pokeballs and sticky globs. Oh, you know what? I think I actually have a bunch in my box. I should probably just pull those over first. I hope y'all still get to do the submarine fight before fighting them. We did that one already. We did do the underwater one. I died. I heroically sacrificed myself so that extra people could get out, and I did not make it myself. And then I was obviously revived with withers, but it was a very emotional scene. My Heart Will Go On played in the background and everything. At least in my head it did. Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay. Let's sell some stuff. Bam. We sell those, and those, and those. And then, wow, we don't really have much else to sell. Huh. Oh well. Oh, let me get more of these sticky gloves. That'll work. Congrats, thanks. Yeah, we did that one a while ago, actually. We've kind of been doing it in just a random order. Kind of, you know, vibing. I want to get Ectric to try variety. I mean, I already do variety streams and stuff like that. Unless you're talking about a game called Variety. In which case, I don't know what that is. That's the only one that has to be done first. The Foundry is just nice to do to remove Steel Watch from the rest of the quest. Yeah, I think that's... I kind of want to do the Foundry next. I feel like that's on the list. Where am I? There. Okay. You know what would be dope? Shiny Eevee. I've been waiting forever for a Shiny Eevee. Nothing doing there. Probably just thinking in my own sphere. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like you're thinking of like games that you want, like games that are not like really games that I play, but you want that you play that you want to see me play. Is that what you mean by variety? It's fair enough. All right. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is do the ad break. I think it's been over an hour now, so let's go. Let's do that. Once again, for those of you who were not here when it happened last time, I'm starting a new thing where I play ads about once an hour. I stop the gameplay completely. You're not missing anything if you do see the ads. Just throw on a couple of shorts while we wait. I'm trying to get it so that I think that if you run ads more frequently, they push out your streams to more people. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes. They want to make money. They want you to play ads. So I want to make it so that you're not missing anything with these ads. These are not going to interrupt the gameplay whatsoever. But we are going to run them. So I am going to switch over to playing a few shorts. And hopefully we'll see you in about a minute. Thanks for watching.
We can't ride the bike through here. Whatever. Oh. That's 3. I said it would happen twice more. It seems to have happened twice more. It's going going Super Saiyan. Yo! What the heck did my mom put in that sandwich? Oh, Ectric's going to her first day in school. Maybe I'll give her some steroids just to pump her up a little bit. Bunch of caffeine, you know, some protein powder. It'll be great. This is crazy.
Nice going, you two. You guys were totally amazing in this little adventure I like to call The Legend of Groose. Never change, Groose.
We can't even reach the peepholes. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Can I see through the peephole? Oh, I can see through the peephole. Ooh. Ooh. Haha. I can see through the peephole. You forgot about stairs.
All right, we're back. Sorry, I went and grabbed a Snapple while I was while the ads were running. Alrighty, beautiful. Played The Sims. Honestly, I feel like I've only played The Sims like once or twice. I played a lot of SimCity Creator, but I've not played like the original Sims much. So I could possibly do that. And in terms of the games that you were talking about, Lucian, I do actually have Dave the Diver. So that's definitely a possibility. I don't know about Rain World. Persona, I think it's on the list, but it's lower down because it's not as much of a game that I would want to play. But I've heard really good things about like the music in the game and stuff like that. So I feel like it'd be fun to try that at some point. And then Watch Dogs, I don't know. So Last of Us 1 and 2, Telltale, Walking Dead, Final Fantasy, God of War, Lost in Random. Lost in Random was fun when I played it at one time. I feel like I didn't really like understand the game well enough in the like 2 hours I played. I was barely understanding like the gameplay at that point. But it was a fun concept, and I think that I would probably enjoy it moving forward if I played it again. All right, there we go. High on Life. Oh, that's the one with Justin Moreland that voices the gun and stuff, right? I'd be down for that one. Despite the, you know, the voice actor's cancellation, the game still seems kind of fun. And then God of War, you know, heard wonderful things. Although I don't know. I don't really play those types of games, but I'm not opposed to them necessarily. Also, I'm tired of waiting for Shinies. I'm not gonna waste my time doing the loop. You had only just reached the combat tutorial. It gets pretty simple. Gotcha. High on Life is a wild one for the channel. Yeah, that's kind of one of the main reasons. I mean, first of all, a lot of these games, like, they're just a decent amount of money, and I don't want to be spending a ton of money on video games when I have a ton of games already. So, you know, a lot of times I'll throw them in my Steam wish list and just wait for them to be super on sale. But the other thing is just like, you know, a lot of times it's like, I also have to consider the fact that most of the time, if I'm going to be playing a game, a new game, I'm going to be doing it on stream because I generally enjoy playing games on stream. And I only have a certain number of streams a week I can realistically do with my schedule. And I want to be able to like play games more than once. I want to be able to, you know, go back to games that I haven't played in a while. There's a lot of things I want to do on the channel, and I only have so many streams in a week. So it becomes difficult to fit everything in that I want to do. on the channel and in terms of playing video games, and that some things just fall by the wayside, unfortunately. But that's why the variety streams have been nice, because I get to like get a smattering of a bunch of games that I've been meaning to play, and just find the ones that I'm like, okay, this one can be expanded out into a full series. This one can be expanded out into playing it a couple more times, and I don't feel as bad if some of them I just never play again. Because if I start a series, I kind of want to finish it. I hate that there are series on the channel that I have not finished. We could just backseat you and provide tips and info if you need them. I mean, that's true. I like to try and figure things out on my own, but, you know. High on life is volatile, but also extremely funny. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I would like to do it on the channel, is because it's very funny. But also, you know, I hate making things 18 plus, because it's just really, really, like, logistically annoying to deal with on YouTube's end, and then it like constantly brings up like warnings like, oh, you can't monetize this, and it just like constantly is like yelling at you about how it's not for children, and it's just like, I know, I said it was not. All right, go with these three.
Anything that gives money to Justin Roiland is a huge no from me, dog.
That's
Ace
fair.
Turquoise covering eyes.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know if he probably does get royalties. That's probably how that works. I don't know for sure, though. Irreverent is the word I'm looking for, in the sense that it will be offensive. Yeah. I'm fine with offensive stuff. It's mostly like that. That is the other main thing that kind of makes me nervous to play the game now, is that like it's associated with like a lot of things that like a game does not want to be associated with. Like Hogwarts Legacy, I still haven't played that one, and I probably won't, just because, you know, it's associated with J.K. Rowling and stuff like that. And it, like, you know, she had nothing to do with this game. From what I gathered, it actually does allow you to like choose trans characters and stuff like that, and it does have decent representation, but it also, you know, financially benefits her. It's hard when a game like that you theoretically would want to play has those like question marks around whether it's, you know, whether it would be a good thing to play or not, based on, you know, death of the artist and stuff like that. And no matter what, someone's gonna have a different line than you. I generally stay away from those for the most part, just because it's not worth it for me. Although, I did get Hogwarts Legacy just because my wife really wanted to play it, so I got it on extreme sale, so I didn't spend that much money on it, but I did get it. So I don't think I'm gonna play it myself though. All right, so we got that one. No shinies. Bam. Sorry for being quiet. These stages and tropical freeze on hard mode require me to focus, especially because I have only one hit and there's no checkpoints. No worries, you're all good. Appreciate you sticking around in chat, or sticking around in the stream regardless. Tomb Raider would be a good choice. I've never played Tomb Raider. Plus, then we'd all get to stare at Polygon Laura Croft. Bam, 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 bam. Don't you run into that puddle, you coward. Okay, could you stay in the ball so I can move on with my life. Got the modern trilogy and all its DLC for $13. I remember you mentioning that. I just was, at the time I was not trying to spend extra money on video games because I had just spent a bunch, so I ended up missing that sale, but that's alright. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Sky Oblivion? What's Sky Oblivion? If there's any game you pick out of my list, Telltale Walking Dead should be it. I feel like you'd love it. Is that based on, like, the Walking Dead, like, zombie series? Because, first of all, the guy who created, Walking Dead is the one that created Invincible, if that'll convince you to watch that show. Second of all, I'm not a huge fan of, like, zombie content. So I don't know if I would enjoy that as much. Get up, please. Ow. Get me out of here. Alright. We'll cool off and get back in there. Rise of the Tomb Raider is especially great. Nice. Based on that series, but it's a separate story from the show. Okay. I think you've talked about this before. I remember you talking about this, the 4-part story, and like choices you make in the first game affect the later games and stuff like that. I do remember you mentioning this. Please stay in the ball. Thank you. Alright. All of that so I couldn't get a shiny. Yay. Cool. Definitely mentioned it before, but I don't want to shut up about it. I love it. I'm completely fair. There aren't exactly any major consequences most of the times in Telltale games. You get to see Glenn in the first episode, and then he's the only character in the Telltale series who is from the comics. Gotcha. Alright. It is getting closer to 2 in the morning, and I still haven't gotten a single shiny. This is ridiculous. Like, this game sometimes just throws shinies at you. Like I'm not even talking about, like, shinies that I need. That's even beside the point. Like, I haven't gotten a shiny frickin' Shinx. I haven't gotten, like, a random shiny Bidoof just randomly popping up. This is redonkulous. Jesus shows up in the third game. Let's frickin' go. Catholics rejoice. Where are my Catholics at? Was that the Price is Right horn almost playing but not playing? That was weird. Why did it stop? It went boom. And then it just was like, yeah, no, I don't actually want to play. I don't need any of these. Damn it. It's my favorite game series in existence. Dang. High praise. Eevee, let's go. Come on. It's got to give it to us. It's got to give it to us. I don't remember if you're a Skyrim person. No, I've never played Skyrim. Please. Please, this is a perfect opportunity. You have neglected to give me shinies for the past 2.5 hours. I've been wanting this shiny specifically, a second one of this shiny for like years now. Just throw me a freaking bone, man. Do this. I was fully sobbing multiple times through them. Nice. Richard Sweet, welcome to the stream. Ow. This game hates me. It hates me. What do I shiny hunt in Pokemon Scarlet DLC? I'm in Blueberry. Go for one of the starters. Like a Torchic or something, or a Trika. Or if you've already done those kind of hunts, give me some ones that you're thinking about and I can choose for you. Oh boy. Go here. We need more. I don't have all the areas that have starting Pokemon. Go for Seal. Yeah, you could go for Seal. That's a good one. I'm gonna need none of these again, aren't I? Oh my god. If you like pain. She mentioned not liking zombie media. Telltale games are more focused on the people surviving in the world. Zombies, while a big part, aren't the main focus. It's not, like, honestly, it's not the zombies themselves. They're gross. Sure, that's not really the thing that gets me. It's more the inherent idea in a lot of zombie media that chaos will reign and people will screw each other over. When society breaks down. I do not like that kind of story. I don't necessarily believe that would be the case if this kind of thing would to happen. I think that in general people would band together. I think there would still be governments and societies. It would be worse. There would be a lot of strife and a lot of, conflict, but I think that you would see a lot more cooperation and friendliness than you see in a lot of zombie media. And it bothers me when the takeaway is, oh, people are just going to screw each other over. And can you imagine if it's this dystopia where everyone is just mean to each other? I don't like that kind of stuff. Air Joe, welcome to the stream. They absolutely would, though. People will do anything to survive. Sure, but, think back to, hunter-gatherer times. There was a lot of strife and pain there then, too. People came together, and people, stuck with their tribes. You don't see a bunch of people just stabbing each other in the back constantly throughout history, because it's not an effective way to survive long-term. Sure, you'll see people stabbing each other in the back and stuff like that, but that is not, the primary mode of survival. It is not an effective way to go about it in the grand scheme of things. It's much more helpful to be friendly and cooperative with each other, and even if there is some of that in this media, it feels a lot like the main focus and the main drama comes from depicting not that, and I don't enjoy that kind of depiction as much. Everyone's mean to each other now. Why would an apocalypse make it better? Sure, people are mean to each other, but like there's also a lot of community. I think that you see a lot of cooperation between people, at least on the grassroots level. I mean, I don't know. I have a more optimistic view of humanity, and it really doesn't jive with that kind of viewpoint, seeing these types of depictions. So I don't. That's the thing that really bothers me about a lot of zombie media, is that inherent in most of it is the idea that if an apocalypse happens, it's every person for themselves, and you benefit from screwing people over. I don't believe that's true. I don't enjoy watching that be true in a fictional world. And zombies are gross. And I get sad when people, are who used to be caring people or like people that you love no longer are that way, and they lose themselves. Like that obviously sucks. But that's the drama of the genre, and I'm willing to accept that as like this is a sad moment type of thing. It's mostly just the inherent assumptions in a lot of it that really gets me. I've seen so much bad in humanity that optimism feels pointless. It's hard to argue sometimes, but I truly believe that generally people are good. People don't want to hurt each other. It just is hard to have empathy for other people when you are extremely struggling yourself. So the more you're struggling, the smaller your circle of empathy is going to be, in general. But you will have a circle of empathy no matter what. There will be people around you that you care about, unless you're quite literally a sociopath. There will be a group of people that you care about and would sacrifice yourself for, or sacrifice your well-being for. And the more stable your life is, the more your basic needs are met, the larger that circle gets. And I think that we are having a period in time where a lot of people's basic needs are not being met, so that circle is shrinking for a lot of people, and that's why you see a lot of the hate and division that you see, because a lot of people are really suffering, and it's it's rough to see, but also I believe that these people could be more empathetic if they were not struggling so much. And sure, a lot of it's on them. You can still be a good person even if you're struggling. I'm not saying that that's not the case, but it's harder to be a good person when you're not able to feed yourself. Was that a shiny? That was a shiny. We just got a shiny. I didn't even see it. I didn't even hear it. Day and age, the world is burning. I'd personally rather be optimistic than engage in apocalyptic fantasies. Yeah, that's another thing. I get enough of that shit in real life. I don't need it in my media too. Want to guess how many shiny do I have to catch in the wild? Sure. 7. Once you have a kid, your mindset completely changes for the better. I have not had a kid, so I could not say. If you want to be optimistic, Telltale does have a lot of groups banded together. It's just those groups fight other groups for their supplies due to things like that being limited. Listen, I'm not saying that there's no zombie media that doesn't have an optimistic message or anything like that. I just don't seek it out because it generally doesn't, and I don't feel like I'm missing out for not having seen zombie media. Time for a new topic? Not here to debate philosophy? Fair enough. But yeah, we got a shiny. Shiny Togepi. Only took me 2.5 hours. Hooray! And it's one we need, too. It's so funny. That was so I was so caught off guard by that. No one reacted. It's possibly the worst shiny reaction ever. We're in the middle of conversation. I catch it without even thinking about it, and I go, "Wait, was that shiny?" Afterwards. Have you seen Shaun of the Dead? No, I've not seen Shaun of the Dead. But yeah, we got the victory screech. Let's go. Honestly, I feel like I should make that into a short and just have it be like, wait, was that a shiny? Would be more your type of zombie media? Maybe. I don't know. I really don't feel the need to like search out a zombie media that I enjoy. I'm perfectly fine just not watching zombie media. If I were to happen to like organically come across something and it were a zombie media and I enjoyed it, I wouldn't be upset by it. I just don't feel the need to look for it. I'm perfectly fine watching my, slice of life animes or Invincibles or whatever. We got so many shinies tonight. Oh my god. I did not see that. My bad. My bad. Yeah, should we just make it a really high number of just be like, yeah, it's been crazy. You have to go back and watch it, and then just watching like, when does he get all these shinies? How has it been 2 hours and he hasn't gotten a single shiny? And I come in at 2.5 hours and he's at 14. All right, let's see. Is the program still running? Oh, good. I was worried it might have stopped.
If you could go back in time to the fall of Ketheric Thorm, what would you change and why?
I love that you remember the specific format of the questions. That's hilarious. I would change the fact that I had to fight him at all. I really want him to just immediately throw himself into a pit and die. I find that very funny. Also, speaking of that format, we should do another discussion about topic. I kind of want to do this one.
What is your T's biggest person?
Me, because I am owned by Snapple, and Snapple is my T. Some good stuff that I need. I am the gleam of the Worm's Cleanse skull. Hiss. Oh, yes. Okay, there's one that I need. That's good. I was worried I was going to have another dud of a MMO. Oh, excuse me. Recently read a book about the Vikings, and now I bought a kit to make me. Ooh, have fun. I always love those types of like hobby projects and stuff like that, where you like can make foods or beverages or something like that yourself that normally people would just buy. I like those, like bread making or wine making or beer making or mead making, that kind of stuff. I think those are fun hobbies. Because then you get to eat them at the end. Even stuff like, learning to bake and stuff like that. I do not have tea, therefore, it does not have a biggest person. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. I feel so much better now that I got a shiny. It's just something about not having a 0 there. It just feels good. I don't even care if I don't get another shiny. The fact that I also got a shiny that I actually needed, that's the other thing. Feels good. Alright, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. Let's go this. Hopefully we get some Petalil outbreaks, maybe a Cyndaquil outbreak or two, and then an unknown outbreak. I've been drinking like 4 hours. I'm gonna go grab water. That's smart. Smart. I use the ad break to go grab some Snapple. So I have a cookbook that's just all dishes mentioned in Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's dope. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Honestly, I might need to buy that book. That sounds amazing. I would love to cook from that. Honestly, I've been really enjoying cooking a lot more lately. I've been experimenting with more recipes recently because I've been trying to cut out a lot of my red meat consumption just because I've started having high blood pressure, and I'm trying to manage that a bit. So I'm trying not to eat like super unhealthy meals. Having said that, I did just make fried chicken for dinner this week, so not doing great at that necessarily, but I've been trying out new recipes that are like more like chicken dishes and stuff like that, and I made some chicken Alfredo that I'm going to be making again this week. I recreated a chicken chipotle sandwich, and it was decent, although by the end of it I was getting it was not like, I think the chicken went bad too quickly. It was starting to get a little bit iffy at the end there. Alright. Oh well. The other thing was the chipotle sauce I made was a little too sweet, and I was looking for more like a savory flavor, and it was a little too sweet. It was spicy. It was good spicy, but like it was a little too sweet, and it wasn't matching. Because like I get this it's called a panini. It's really more just like a sandwich at a restaurant near my work. It's chicken, bacon, and pepper jack cheese melted on top, and then it has like a chipotle sauce on it, and it's really, really good. But it is extremely expensive, so I don't get it anymore because it's like $14 for a sandwich, and it just that's too much. It's just too much for a sandwich. So I've stopped going there because it's just a really expensive restaurant. But I was trying to recreate it, and it was like mostly there, but the chicken wasn't exactly right, and it started going a little bad by the end. And the chipotle sauce was too sweet and didn't match pretty much at all. So I want to try again at some point, but I need to find a different chipotle recipe and mess around with it more. Or try and see if I can find someone who works at that restaurant to tell me what it is. Chicken or fish and veggies and rice is my go-to right now. Yeah, I need to just like whittle it down to like certain things that are a bit healthier. A few years ago, I for a while I was really good about just making chicken and rice, but with a hot sauce on it, and that for like dinners, and then lunches were like one thing, and I was like really good about just like eating the same thing over and over again, and I got out of it because I was just like getting really, really bored of it, and the chicken just wasn't tasting good, and I was I was getting sick of it, and for a while I was really good, and I was actually seeing a bit of progress in terms of like losing some weight and stuff like that, but I just couldn't keep with it, and it was too much after a while. So I'm trying to find something that I can do consistently that is also healthy. But the other thing I tried making some like baked salmon to have for lunch, and it was really good, but it also didn't last long enough, and by the end of it, it was like it just and it made me like retroactively not like the meal as much, because I was like, it's too much, it's not it, and I don't like I'm starting to feel like it just doesn't taste good because it's, you know, get on the very end of being good. Daily walking helps lower blood pressure. Yeah, that's the other thing is I probably should just start walking during my lunch break at work. I've been meaning to do it, but I always end up just going right back to work because I, you know, feel guilty about quote unquote slacking off, even though, you know, I do get a lunch break. It's fine. Case of water right outside my bedroom door, so it wasn't a far walk. Nice. Welcome back. I was just monologuing about food. That was a quick outbreak. Someone must have swam away. Definitely not tired. I only went looking for the glasses that were on my face. Incredible. Brining has changed my chicken life. I find that frozen fish fillets are pretty similar if you have the time to thaw them. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I usually try to go for the fresh fish because I like the couple times I've tried frozen, it just hasn't come out right. But I probably just haven't thawed it correctly before cooking it, and it just ends up not cooking well. I also really don't know how to cook fish very well. I have very little practice because my wife despises the smell of fish, so I try not to do it too often, and it's just not conducive to like me getting better at knowing when to cook things. Like, for example, when I was making the fried chicken this past week, I think I talked about this, but the recipe was like telling me that I really needed to like make sure that temperature stays at this specific temperature, or else make sure that the oil stays at this specific temperature, or else it's gonna like come out bad. It's gonna like overcook or undercook, and you need to be really worried about the temperature. Make sure the oil stays at 340 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was like paranoid about it because like I was like, oh yeah, I don't want to mess this up. Chicken, you know, you don't want to mess up cooking chicken internally and stuff like that. So I had my meat thermometer and I would put it in the oil and I was like trying to keep it at 340, and I was just like spending so much time on making sure that the temperature of the oil stayed correct that I was like overcooking the chicken and stuff like that. And it was getting like, it just wasn't looking as good. And I was like, it just isn't feeling good, and it doesn't. I feel like it's not working well. So I just was like, okay, I fried other things before. Let me go back on that, you know, experience and just go, okay, the oil should look like this when it's frying correctly. And the oil's not too hot. It should be this amount of bubbling, and it should cook this quickly, more or less. And I kind of just fell back on that like vibe kind of cooking, and it worked so much better. The chicken came out fine. The temperature, I was still checking the temperature internally to make sure it was cooking through, and it was getting there just fine. And it was golden brown, and it was perfect. So like having that experience of having fried things in the past really, really helped. So it was really helpful doing a new dish, even though it was something I'd never done before. Doing fried chicken with, you know, buttermilk batter fried. I'd never done it before, but I had that experience of cooking things in the past and cooking chicken in the past to know the new to be able to help me, you know, make a really good dish. I don't have that with fish. I'm off to sleep. All right, Lucien, have a good night. Also, I think that is time for the ads again, actually. Can you stop me being hungry? It's 2 a.m. I can't go get food. Sorry. There's an art to the zen of cooking. Yeah. And it's a lot more art than science, which is, I'm finding more and more. Tuna steaks are amazing. No real mass, small oil and butter and sear. Honestly, that's a really good idea. I've only had tuna steak once. My dad made it when I was visiting from college one time. And he was like, I got tuna steaks. I'm going to make one for myself. I'm going to make one for you. They're amazing. You should try them. And I was like, sure, I'll try it. And he was right. absolutely delicious, stunning, really, really, really good. I've never had it again. Never made them myself. I should try that. It's a good idea. Follow these 5 simple Ectrics to get perfect golden fried chicken. Yeah, honestly, I would love to be able to do cooking streams. The main problem is the kitchen is very centrally located in the house, and it would be difficult to impossible to do those streams without my wife's face getting on camera, and she is very much not a fan of that kind of thing. So that is the only reason I have not done it to this point. Side of a salad? Yeah, that's probably a good idea too. But yeah, we're going to do one more ad break. Probably only go for maybe another half an hour or so, but we'll do one more ad break. So we're doing more shorts, and then we will end off the stream. So thank you again for hanging out, and be right back after a minute.
All right, so we're planting. Perfect. Let's get some money and possibly health. Oh, we don't need health. Never mind. Money. Hi, Empa. Bye, Empa. She's just standing there like, I will defend the princess with my life. Why are you coming through from the future? Goes and plants a seed, runs back out without saying a word. That was a weird thing. Alright, I guess a little bit more now. It's more of a gear than a gate. The heck? I'm just it is a gear. It's literally a gear. Oh, because of time. I get it. Watches and clocks have gears inside them. It makes sense. Oh, boy. Oh, I get why they call him Gear-a-him now. That was so bad.
All right, we're back. After the gear him thing, I feel I owe you. I miss the video series sometimes. They didn't do very well, but I had fun with them. With fish, I love some haricot verts, snap peas, baby broccoli, bok choy, etc. Yeah, I generally whenever I'm making like meals and stuff like that, I usually do just like side veggies rather than like incorporating them in with the meats and stuff like that, because I generally meal plan for like a week, and mixing those types of things, unless it's like a dish where it's like a stew or something like that, it doesn't really work out well in terms of keeping to have them next to each other or like in the same container type of stuff. But yeah, I generally will go like a Brussels sprouts or an asparagus or a broccoli or something like that. Brussels sprouts are my favorite. It's funny, like they're like the quintessential ew vegetable, but I freaking love Brussels sprouts. And I think I've actually heard that Brussels sprouts, like with like artificial selection and stuff like that, and like modern farming, have gotten objectively better. It apparently they taste better now and less bitter. But I love Brussels sprouts. Def all on the side. Fair. Yeah. Some roasted Brussels sprouts or some asparagus, broccoli. I used to, when I was growing up, I would have spinach and really liked it, but I have not really tried it myself the way that my mom used to make it. I probably should. It was really good. I also should get her recipe for, she would do like a zucchini in like a tomato sauce, and you'd put some grated cheese on top of it. It was so good. It was probably my favorite veggie side growing up, at least like when I was younger. And then as she started making the Brussels sprouts, that kind of replaced it. But it was almost always the dish we had whenever she made gravy. Because, you know, similar tomato sauce type stuff, and it was so good. I need to get that recipe. I need to get some of those recipes from her, because those were always good. And I need to be better about having vegetables. I think that's a big thing for me. Is just I don't seek them out as much. garlic rice mixed through with kale. I'm not a huge fan of kale, but garlic rice sounds good. Alright, we'll hit this shaky tree. Wow. That's weird. It was a shaky tree, but it didn't have any Pokemon in it. Alright. Oh yeah, Ellie, I did read your message while we were in the ad break. You could do a cooking stream while she was on a trip. That's honestly a really good idea. I think I will try to do that at some point. I just need to figure out like the camera setup, because currently my camera is connected to my computer, so I probably have to stream from my laptop, and I guess I could just connect my camera to the laptop and then just put it on like... Actually, I think I might have a tripod for the camera. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'd have to figure it out, but it is possible I could do that. Something like that. That's why you had the kale and the rice. Like a pill for a dog. Honestly, I kind of need that. But yeah, another one that I haven't made in a while, but it's good, really good, is butternut squash. You do some butternut squash with some oil. You throw in either spinach or kale. I prefer spinach. But kale also works, and then you can also throw in craisins. I generally don't, but you can. And then you chop up some like cubed onions and stuff like that, and you just toss it all with like olive oil, and then you just bake it until the butternut squash is like really really soft, and you get a little bit of like the sweetness of the butternut squash and possibly the like the tartness sweetness of the craisins, and you mix it with like the veggies and stuff like that, and it's just really, really good. Highly recommend. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I am leaving. Okay. Now my stomach's screaming at me. Discussion about? Fine. Fine, I will stop. I will stop torturing people with food.
If your Pikachu could game, what would it game?
The fact that it used the same word is hilarious. Oh, I need a wish cache. Let's go for Wish Cache. If my Pikachu could game, what would it game? I would say street basketball. Dunking on the haters. Come on. It'd be dope if I could just get a Wish Cache. Spread your cooking gospel to the world. Yeah, honestly, maybe I'll do some shorts of just like my cooking recipes and stuff like that. That could be fun. Although I probably would put that on Ectric rather than on the main channel, just because it has nothing to do with gaming. I don't know. Y'all stop breaking out of the ball. The asses. Ah! What the f... Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here with that. Chase me off across a fucking continent, why don't you? Forgot about Ectric. Yeah, I haven't posted in over a year. I hate that. I fucking hate that. It's so fucking dumb. Ellie, thank you so much for posting the link. Yeah, I do have a second channel. Like I said, I haven't posted in a year. It's mostly for speedrunning clips, but it's generally going to be my like anything that doesn't fit in on the main channel type of stuff. So if I ever do like music covers, I'll probably put them on there. Could you please? But yeah, music covers, speedrun clips, mostly because I didn't want to. I was worried about like flooding people's inboxes with a bunch of clips of, you know, speedrun that need to be posted on speedrun.com. Like you need to have the clip on speedrun.com, so I wanted to have like a specific video for that run specifically, and I didn't want to like flood people's inboxes with a bunch of like 5, 10, 15-minute clips of speedruns that were already on stream. So I made a second channel for that, but it's going to be like pretty much everything that doesn't go on the main channel. I got unsubbed from it after my account issues. Ah, there you go. Man, all that, even a death, and I don't even get a shiny out of it. Bull crap. Corsola, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're doing well. I don't need any of that. Let's see. Right, we're going here. I completely lost my train of thought there.
Chase you across every continent and I'll even chase you across incontinence. If it's a continent and chasing, I'll be there chasing. To be caught.
Help. Please. I'm so uncomfortable. Ah. God, that voice is so creepy. It's incredible. I'm so glad that I included it. Samina, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. Good to have you here. You looking for shinies at midnight? Orin? Yeah, I'm looking for shinies at 2:17 in the morning for me. I've currently got one, a Togepi. After 2.5 hours, I finally got that. We are now 3 hours in, and that was the only shiny I got. So it has not been a great day for shinies for me, but, you know, we're here. We're thriving. Do you have online membership? Yeah. Yeah, I have Nintendo Online. Why? How's the search? The search is, it's, I got one shiny after 2.5 hours, like I said. It's fine. Want to trade? Nah, it's okay. I appreciate the offer, but, generally, I try to get all of my shinies from my own account. That's kind of how I find it satisfying, to do. It doesn't feel like I earned it if I just trade for it. So, I am trying to do a challenge where I get every single shiny in the shiny living dex in this game, all from this account. So, we're getting there. We're getting there, but a trade would not help with that goal, unfortunately. But I appreciate the offer. Okay, let's see. So we want this one. Everything else we already have, but I will go for this one just because it'll give us guava berries, which I now hate that I have to actually be considered of. Oh, whoops. Forgot to actually mark it as a flag. There we go.
Be not afraid. Just listen to my very soothing voice.
for sure.
Just the horde of mice
The horde of mice. Oh my god. Imagine. It'd be crazy. Are you a Togepi kind of guy? Nah, I'm not a huge fan of Togepi. And it's obnoxious that this baby Pokemon is so annoying to catch in this game. So it kind of makes it even worse for me. Go. Do you have a strategy? My general strategy is go for MMOs and then just focus on the ones that I don't have so far. But then after that, I'm going to need to do STD hunts to be able to get the, like, you know, ones that only come in the distortions. Oh my god, stay in the ball, you stupid Grotom. But I mean, there's not too much strategy involved. I'm not doing like the what is it, like the manipulation techniques or whatever. Just had an MMO in the Highlands with 4 Snover spawn groups and 4 Ghastly. Snow, thank you. Yeah, it sucks when they give you a bunch of the same Pokemon, but it's not one you need. Like it's amazing when you get like 4 in a row of, like, for example, I need a bunch of Sneasels or something like that. So if I get a 4 of Sneasels, it's amazing. But it sucks when it's like 4 of Shinx, and you're like, I got Shinx literally 3 years ago at this point. Like, I don't need the Shinx line. Thank you very much. Wanted to be creepy, then just said screw it. Breakdancing Mice's Peak. Good times. Oh. Not gonna get a Shinx. There we go. Shiny Purple. Oh, you got one. Okay, I was like, did I miss a Shiny Purple? I was gonna be so sad. Congratulations, that's awesome. Love me Shiny Purple. Probably my favorite Shiny in this game. Despite the fact that, like, there's ones that are, like, objectively, like, cooler looking, Purple's just the GOAT. I feel like the TTS Dandy is better for the Be Not Afraid line. I get angel vibes from it. Maybe not biblically accurate angel vibes, but angel vibes. Yeah, honestly, like, the Be Not Afraid whispered can almost be soothing. Also, thank you so much for 15 likes, everyone. I really, really appreciate that. So grateful for your support. And thank you for being cool with the ad breaks and stuff like that, because I don't want, like, I am a normal human being, I feel like, in that I don't like ads, and I don't like forcing them upon people. Like, I want to make it as unintrusive as possible. So hopefully the way I'm doing it is an okay way to do it. If it ends up becoming really annoying, we can stop, but I appreciate you playing along, and, you know, we have to appease the algorithm gods somehow, right? It was my first shiny in the game and ran away. I spent 5 minutes morning before I learned I could reset. Nice. Yeah, I lost my first shiny as well. I did not reset though because I hadn't saved. Oh, I got 2 Sneasels. Let's go. That's what I like to see. Yeah, my first shiny that I got was a shiny Chimchar on Romanus Island, and it ran away from me, and I had not saved for like an hour, so I didn't reset.
I am in your office. You should really clean it here. There's a lot of dust.
To be fair, there's a lot of dust outside of the walls as well.
I give it a 4 out of 10. Too cramped and dusty. The food
I don't like that their cry sounds a little bit like the shiny sound effect. Nothing doing that one. So we work back here and fly it out. I'm back on board. Well, more so tired. Well, I appreciate you coming back. Good to see you again. Look at me spending watts instead of giving them away. It's a miracle. I mean, you've got more than you will ever need. So, you can do both, but... You have become the unofficial channel bank. Okay. Really? Immediately spots me. Bam, bam. No shinies. This is quite rough, I gotta be honest. Massive horse spider just ran next to my foot. Ooh, yeah, that's not the way to make your dreams happen. It's not a fan of that. Pseudo communist says, "Share the wealth, please, comrades." Yeah, honestly, maybe one day I'll do a stream where I just I make the I mess with the economy of the points and just like, you know, just average it out to everyone. Everyone gets the same amount of points. I'm number 1 and 2 because you don't count. True, true. And I really just gave me that many points so that I don't ever have to think about the fact that whenever, because I know that I constantly F up the starting the timestamp program, so having to constantly make up for that fact by playing people's messages for them, I just want to never have to worry about it again. I was here for the last million giveaway. That's how I keep TTSing. There you go. We're going to get any previously introduced regional variants and cross evos on Za, like Cleavor or Alola Galar, Hisui, Paldea forms. I feel like probably not. It seems like they're really just kind of making it like modern day type of stuff, and I don't know that there's really any gimmick that they can introduce that will, you know, make it a thing, like give them an excuse to bring in new regional variants and stuff like that, or old ones. Okay. Oh, there you go. Top hours. Ellie's 1 and 2. Crunchy is 3. Dazzling's 4. Nightbot is 5. Luigi's 6. Oh, nice. Doodle's 7. Lucian's 8. Pokefan's 9. And Airjoe's 10. There you go. I could have probably given most of those answers. Airjoe surprises me a little bit, but that makes sense. Honestly, I'm a little surprised that Carlos isn't in there, but I feel like it's probably because I don't know if it counts people who are lurking. It might only be people who chat constantly. Also, no encounters that I need, just one for the berries. That sucks. Oh, right. I should probably actually mark it off. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. Stuff. Give me these wild berries. Alright. Not surprised, I'm low. I show up when I can. Usually don't care for Baldur's Gate. Fair. No, listen. I understand. People like their games. Certain games they don't like others. Perfectly fine if you don't want to join in for certain games. Perfectly fine if you don't want to join in general. Listen, it's a privilege to have you here. Excuse me.
Redeem TTS Dandy. Our epoch possesses this distinctive feature. Society as a whole is more and more splitting up into two great hostile camps, into two great classes directly facing each other.
Yeah, it happens. Pseudo-communism. Boom, get jump scared. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I don't feel like catching any of these. Let's get a better one. Alright. And we go here. I'm gonna say that this is gonna be the last MMO. It is 2:30 in the morning, and I should probably get some sleep at some point tonight. Back to being dead on the other account. Ah, there you go. Thought Solo Lily was the same person, just a name change. No, they are. They are. I think they just have separate accounts for the two different names. What am I doing? Alright, and cool. We can get this one for sure. We do not need this one. We need one more of these. You know what? We might as well go for this one. It still gives us the berries. Yeah, this works. My next name, I'm thinking Pseudo Woo Donut. What inspires you to keep changing it? Just want to keep it fresh? Oops. Ugh. Nice try there, buddy. Okay, we're just gonna run over a second. Heal up and then come back. After an issue happened with my account, I ended up with 2, so I changed the name on the one that I use. Yeah. What's your favorite early era Pokemon game? Emerald. No question. It was my favorite Pokemon game for forever. Only recently has PLA overtaken it, so... I seem to be the only pseudo-themed person around, so it's fun to change it without confusing people. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh. Tentacruel Horde as well. That'll work. What a shiny Tentacruel, that'd be even better. I don't even have to evolve it. Go. We'll go with this one next. See, should probably change my YouTube profile picture, but I like this one so much, then don't change it. You don't need to change anything if you don't want it. Honestly, I think I might change mine at some point, but I've had this one for years now. Back in the day, I was Lapras Lazuli for a long time before I fully branded with Pseudo. Ah. I feel like I might have seen you before. Or someone else named Lapras Lazuli. I feel like someone named Lapras Lazuli has come into the stream before. Did you come into the stream with that old name, or no? Oh, Lapras Lazuli. Sorry, I misread. You definitely didn't come into the stream with that name. That's a good name. I like that. Everyone who says green is their favorite Pokemon game is a total hipster. I've never played green. I did watch Vinny from Original 151 play that way back in the day. But I did not play it myself. Alright, and that one's gone. I guess we might as well end off on this one, even though we don't need this. Would have been 2 years ago. Pokemon Green is my favorite substance. Never answered. I would want my Pikachu to game the stock market. That makes sense. Yeah, let's do one more discussion about topic to end off the stream.
What has stroked your internet the most?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. And there. Okay. Well, we got one shiny. The entire stream. 3.5 hours, got one shiny. Why are we stroking the internet? Like, what's the context? I have no idea. It sounds dirty is all I know. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me tonight. I hope you had fun. I enjoy doing these later streams when I'm able to on the weekends and stuff. it's always nice to be able to like do a longer stream and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did not yet like the stream and subscribe to the channel, consider doing so you can catch more of these in the future. But regardless, I really appreciate you being here tonight for however long you were able to make it. We are going to go and see if anyone is still live at this ungodly hour. It's an ungodly hour. But we're going to see if anyone's still alive so we can show some love. I hope you'll join me. Try not to pry into my internet's love life. That's fair. It's a good rule of thumb. If that didn't work, would you use the Ethernet cable? I mean, you could. So probably those breakdancing mice that are living in my house. Thanks for the company. Of course. Thank you for the company as well. Let's see. Right. Subscriptions. Wait, Split Fiction's already out? I didn't realize that. Vandelier's playing it. Let's see, we can go with Vandalier doing some Split Fiction. Or we can do Donkey with Fortnite. And those are basically it. Those mice do wild things when you aren't looking. Fair. Let's do Vandalier. Split Fiction. I want to see what this game's about. Pull a D2. Alright. So we're going to go on a hashtag Ectric raid. Go show some love to Vandalier. Playing some Split Fiction with someone who... Trist, I think is their name is, based on the layout. Regardless, let's go show some love. Again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see you in tomorrow's stream, which will probably get to work. We might beat the game. We'll see. Regardless, though, thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you in the next one. Until then, have a great night. Bye.